And here it is, the final game between mBn and XPN. It will be Lunatone PKM versus mBn Buki. mBn Buki spawning over here as the yellow Terran player, and on the other side, Lunatone PKM spawning as the red Protoss player. We'll see if he's able to take the game for XPN and maybe take it out to the 5th game. GLHF calls Lunatone. Hopefully he will be able to win this game. mBn Buki over there as the yellow Terran player. I believe he is actually the leader of Must Be Nice mBn. U2 says Buki, and we'll see what he decides to do in this game. And of course, do check out our website at mocktechcorp.net/APL. And of course, check out my YouTube at youtube.com/Aegis Starcraft 2, and we also have a Twitter at twitter.com/Aegis Starcraft. Check out our updates for APL whenever we have more news. Of course, none of the teams losing this week do get knocked out. The teams that lose this week get to play each other for a spot in the APL round of 16. Both of these teams are very highly rated, and both are in Alpha League. We'll also have up and down matches. Looks like Lunatone is bent to kill that SCV. One more hit, and down goes the SCV. That probe does get away too, so he will be able to escape with just 5 HP. One SCV going to be chasing after that. Will he be able to kill that probe off? Probe is starting to regenerate those shields now, and will be able to come back in here for some additional harassment. If that probe gets another kill, that is going to be quite embarrassing, where that probe is going to be engaging that SCV in some hugging laser action over here. And we do have the gateway coming up, as well as the assimilator. Everything very standard for Lunatone as of the moment. More probes coming out, spending all of the chrono boost on that probe on those probes for the moment. Should be seeing that cybernetics core anytime now. And we do have the orbital command coming up, and there is a very, very fast second gas. I wonder what mBn Buki is trying to do with this. He hasn't spent any gas at all. We'll see if he decides to go for Banshees. That is a very distinct possibility in this game right now. And Lunatone, I believe he was able to spot that. Yes, he has seen... Oh no, he hasn't seen the second gas. It does look like that probe is going to get in here and see that second gas, and he will know the possibility of very gas-heavy units such as the Banshee, and he does come over here and see the factory as well. He does know that his opponent is teching. His cybernetics core is just about finished, and Buki, he's going to have to invest that gas in something. We do have a tech lab on the way for his factory, and another supply depot up at the front. Warp gate research getting started for Lunatone right now, and yeah, we'll see what these players are up to. My throat is still so scratchy from having been in China. China is just the most disgusting air in the entire world. I can't imagine it getting any worse. People just smoke everywhere, indoors and out, and there's just so much pollution in the air. I wouldn't recommend you going there at all. So there is a reactor coming up for mBn Buki, so he is going for that siege tech and the siege tanks with his early gas. We'll see if he decides to push off of one base, or if he decides to go for an expansion after this. And Lunatone going for that one gateway of robotics facility. One stalker coming over here, going to try to poke in there a little bit. That one siege tank is going to be able to ward it away, and Lunatone is going to back that stalker all the way up. Looks like Immortals are on the way for Lunatone, so he's going to be trying to bust this down, it looks like. And we have a second gateway on the way for Lunatone as well, so he may be trying to go for some sort of bust in. We'll see how much damage he is able to do. However, those siege tanks can park very far back and prevent those Immortals from being able to do much. And there is a swap over for that starport, and we'll see if he decides to get... Yep, there is a Raven on the way to be able to defend against any sort of DT, or prevent any of that observer from seeing anything that's going on. Another Immortal on the way, so Lunatone going for a lot of Immortals. We'll see if he's able to bust in as soon as these few gateways come up, as well as additional pylons to be able to warp in units. a Ghost Academy on the way for mBn Buki. This is so strange. Sorry, my throat hurts so much. This Ghost Academy will allow the production of Ghosts with that EMP. We'll be able to do a lot of damage against that early Protoss army, especially against those Immortals. I wonder if he's seen those Immortals and knows what's coming, and he's getting that first Ghost out on the field right now, and Lunatone is gonna be getting some additional units, hopefully gonna be going for that attack, because those two Immortals, if they're just sitting there, it's just 2 money bricks. They're very golden, as you see. They're very expensive, and having them not do much is a very, very bad thing. Additional Immortals on the way for Lunatone. He is securing a very nice food lead. mBn's Buki doesn't actually have much in terms of units right now. He does have that 1 Sea Shank, 1 Raven, a couple of Marines. And it does look like Lunatone is positioning his units outside and will be expanding. No, it looks like he will be going for some sort of attack probably. He doesn't have enough money for an expansion just yet. That's 3 Immortals and a few Sentries. 3 Zealots as well. 4 Zealots now and a Stalker. The Observer is going to be poking in here, going to be doing some spawning action. We'll see the Raven, and the Raven does see the Observer, and not quite reacting to that. That Observer is sort of patrolling back and forth, gonna get a nice look of what's going on. A couple of Hellions out as well, and the Ghost is out on the field. It does have the EMP ready, so we'll see what's going on real soon. Marauders, this is such a strange mix. Usually it's Sea Shank Marine, or just Marine Marauder and Medivacs, but we do have 3 heavy gas units, the Sea Shanks coming out, as well as the Raven, Marauders, Ghosts. And Lunatone is going to be in a pretty defensive position, actually. It looks like he's expecting something to be coming. But rather than something coming, he's just content to sit back. mBn Buki finally looks like he's going to be moving out with his units. He does have a couple of Hellions going to be leading the charges as well. A ton of Marines, 1 Sea Shank, 2 Marauders, and 1 Ghost. We'll see if he decides to push or if he decides to go for that expansion. Looks like Lunatone is still milling around over here. Going to be throwing up a pylon in the back. And the Observer does see this coming out, so he doesn't know about this. And this Stalker over here also seeing the Hellions. The Hellions do have Blue Flame, additional Immortals getting produced. That is now 5 Immortals out on the field. That is a 6th Immortal, a 7th getting produced as well. Lunatone going for some sort of a timing push. Oh no, and I'm lagging a little. Looks like Lunatone is headed out into the center of the map. He's going to go confront this army head on, see how much damage he's able to do. A lot of sentries in this mix will be able to throw down those Guardian Shields. But mBn Buki has quite the scary looking army. The Immortals need to get into a good position to be able to do that damage. And a scan going down, going to see exactly what the composition is. Tons of SCVs joining this battle as well. The Immortals, looks like Lunatone is throwing up the Guardian Shield, going to be moving in right now. Force Fields cutting off that army. And the Immortals get EMP'd, huge EMPs off on that army. The Protoss army is completely weakened now, and Lunatone suddenly losing a ton of supply, those Marines doing tons of damage, and the Immortals just not able to do that much damage, especially if they have been EMP'd, not going to be able to use those hardened shields. And it does look like mBn Buki has secured a huge lead. He's going to be able to bust in here with all of those Marines and Marauders, Sea Shanks as well, running in for the win. And there's a couple of Zealots going to be joining the fray right now. Lunatone, GG, and mBn does take this match 3-1. And please do check out our website and maybe even like us on Facebook. The link is on our website, mongtaicorp.net/APL. Also follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/AegisStarcraft. And come check out my YouTube, of course. And this is Aegis, signing off.